special interests. You never have to worry about whether I'm running to represent you or some company or corporation or interest before Congress. You never have to worry if I'm elected to serve you in the Senate, whether that vote I'm taking, that bill that I'm writing, that amendment that I'm supporting is in the best interest of Texas or the best interest in somebody who paid to get me to or keep me in the Senate. I only want to work for and serve you. That's why I'm here right now. That's why we're looking at each other eyeball to eyeball, making this commitment that we're going to do better for our families, for Texas, and for the country, and we're going to do it the right way, because our democracy that has worked imperfectly, but pretty damn well for the last 230 years is under attack. And it's not just this current constitutional crisis, which I haven't read the news in the last 13 minutes, so there may be a new crisis since then. But just this week, I yesterday was in a full House briefing with the acting Attorney General, because our current Attorney General has had to recuse himself, not because he saw the light and the President wanted to do the right thing, but because you all called the White House, called Congress, wrote your letters to the editor, and said this is crazy that the Attorney General who was meeting with the Russians and didn't disclose it is going to somehow lead the prosecution and investigation into whether or not there was collusion between the Trump campaign and the Trump administration and the government of Russia and our democracy. You made that happen. And so Rod Rosenstein, who just appointed Bob Mueller, and don't even try to follow me because I can't follow this stuff myself, what's going on here, but who just appointed retired FBI Director Bob Mueller to lead an independent counsel investigation of our president's cabinet campaigns, potential ties to Russians, their hacking in our election, briefed us yesterday. And I realized that everything that we have worked for, we, the American people, for the last 230 plus years, everything that we have fought for, those incredibly courageous service members who right now are deployed in Afghanistan in our 16th year of war there, or are in Iraq, or are in Syria, or are in Yemen, or are in Somalia, or are in Libya, all places where we have gone to war since 2001 when we first authorized the use of force to meet the threats that came home to us on 9/11/2001. Yes. Everything that we have fought for in the years before that, all of that is at stake right now. And it is absolutely possible that we will lose it. And I don't mean to inspire fear or stoke anxiety or paranoia. I just want us to be realistic about the threat that we face and what we must do to counter that. And it is possible now because of the corrosive influence of money in our politics. And the fact that you have otherwise reasonable, intelligent, hardworking, committed men and women in the United States Congress. I know you don't think that, but believe me, I've met them. They're actually good people. But they have been compromised and corrupted and captured by the system that they were elected into. And the only way for many of them to keep their job is to seek out that special interest money, those PAC contributions that ensure that they can mount a campaign that every 2 years will cost millions of dollars to run. And they do it with the best of intentions in mind, right? I want to get reelected so I can do this great thing for the community that I represent, or the American people that I serve. But in order to do that, they make this bargain. I've got to take this money. I've got to do this bidding. I have to make these compromises in my values. So we are not only going to win Texas, we're not only going to change the course for this country, we're not going to only reset the balance in the Senate so we have someone to fight back and provide a check against this president. We're going to do it the right way so that we restore our democracy. And we won't stop there. We're going to end the practice of gerrymandering in this state and in this country, where right now, members of Congress choose their voters instead of the other way around. 36 congressional districts in this great state. We're about to get some more after this next census. 36 congressional districts, one of them is consistently competitive. That's not good for democracy. That doesn't ensure that our Congress reflects and represents the diversity of values and experiences and backgrounds that we have.